Hello everybody, Ethan Noonan. We're going to teach you guys how to do some integers. So today we're going to be learning how to understand integers. We're going to do integers on a number line and absolute value and opposite integers. Let's start with D1, shall we? So in D1, understanding integers, it's kind of like either positive or negative thing. So removing 7 plates from a stack, that'd be -7. So adding 9 shirts to a pile, that'd be +9. Now keep in mind, you don't want to rush through these things, because if you rushed, next thing you know you got 100 questions, you only got 19 smart score. So I will put the link for this in the description if you want to catch up on your math, an extra 3 credit points. And so this is how you do it. See, you speed through it and then you get one wrong. But make sure to always read that, because it contains important information on how you can do better next time. So bank account increases by $1. That's not -1, that's -1. You do +1. And that's correct. And so moving on. And we're back. So what we're going to do is we're going to type the missing number on the number line. So kind of how they work is it can either go from tens all around. Here's a little bit of an example right here. It's actually a pretty good example, because this may be grade 7 work, but it's actually pretty easy. You learn this stuff in grade 6 and 5. So basically what it wants you to do here is -1, 0, 1, 2, and what number goes after that? 3. And so type the missing numbers: -7, -6, -5, -4, negative, -3, -2, -1, then you just go 0. There's no such thing as -0, just a heads up, because I've seen people put -0, and so basically what you want to do is you want to just make sure you practice this and not just go just try not to get ahead of yourself, just skip all the way up to grade 12 math. I've done that once. It wasn't very successful. And so I'm just going to quickly breeze through this to show you guys how easy it is. I know I always say look at your math problems, but I've done this before. Now, if any of you are wondering when this will stop, it stops once you get a smart score of 100. So right now, smart score is 64, 9 problems attempted, 0 failed. And so sometimes these will go by tens or anything. Crap. Well, that's what happens when you mess up with your fingers. So integers can be fun. Ever heard of schoolwork isn't fun? Schoolwork's what you choose to make it. If you choose not to make it fun, you're most likely to get some wrong and maybe fail a grade. But if you go, hey, this is actually quite interesting, you'll see you actually get into it. Because if you notice, when you actually focus on something, then it actually becomes easier. Let's say video gaming. If video gaming was boring, let's see. Okay, so we're adding by 2s. Oh yeah, sorry about that. So like I said, it might go by 2's. So like -8, -6. Then we're like -2. And there we go. And then you just keep going up. Note, the higher you get, the smart score will start decreasing less. Well, it will start decreasing more, I meant, and it will start adding more or less. So keep an eye out. This is not something you want to rush through. Like, if you're just doing this as a little time killer or fun thing, then yeah, by all means. But if you're going all like, hey, I think I'm just gonna show off, don't. People aren't impressed by how quick you can do it. They're impressed by how good you can do it. Okay, 60, 62, 64, 68, 70. Now, just a little note, when you get to 90, it will start, it will only go up by 1. Oh, sorry, 2. It will only go up by 1, and then it's kind of like, okay, 1 wrong answer and you gotta go through this whole thing again. So that's kind of the annoying part. And so, I'm sorry to waste your guys' time like this. I just want to show you how easy this stuff can be. Excellent, now entering the challenge zone. Now once you get 90, this is when it may become hard. So this is where you really want to pay attention. Because I'm not going to show you guys a fail because this took long enough. But if you do fail though, it will bring you down below 80. Let's say it like that. Oop, going the wrong way. So the most important part about math is to have fun, you know, because things are always better when they're fun, you know. Because that's why we go, hey mom, can we go to a skate park? Oh mom, that's really fun. Or hey mom, can I have some candy or something? I like getting my blood. I like getting a sugar rush. So try and make math very fun. And don't overthink it. Overthinking can be your worst enemy at times. Because when you overthink, you go, hey, if I overthink, people will think I'm smarter. No offense, guys, but when you overthink, you technically get lost at times. And so, when you do that, it's like just bummer because your mind just has a total meltdown. And so we're nearly done. And let's see, this should be by 2's. Also, if you hit tab, you can actually skip. Like, not skip, but, you know, have this and then jump to this and back and forth, you know? 3 more, guys. Why do I keep typing O's? Two more. Now this is when it really sucks because it's like you fail and then it drops you down to either 90 or under 80 and it's like, oh my god, no. And so that's what, and so let's say you get to 99, just about to complete it, and then it's like drop you down. It's not the funnest. It's just like, kaboom, good work. You get, and that's how you do it. 1 question wrong, pretty good. You have to sign in or it'll cut you out. It'll cut you off after a bit. But woohoo, you've mastered a skill. It'll show you up there. Smart score. You need a smart score of 100 for it to actually show up done. And now we're jumping to the next one. Hello guys. I am aware that we skipped number 3, but that is because I feel number 3 is perfectly explained by number 2. This one, I feel, is something you need to know. So what is the opposite of 2? It's not like 1. It's negative 2. And so the absolute value of 5 still stays as 5. What is this? Like, what is this weird thing? Now, this is why I thought you'd need help, because that still stays as 3. What is the opposite of 4? Negative 4. What is that? 9. So basically, it just stays like that. So when you get, so what's the opposite of 9? Positive 9. But when you get one of those between the, like a number between the lines, it's like, it's kind of where you want to, it's where you want to just keep the number the same, but without negative. It's always positive when it's like that. Opposite of 16, minus 16, negative 16. The opposite of 46, negative 46. This is actually very easy when you guys get into it. But keep in mind, don't rush through it again. If you get one wrong, then, but what is that? When you have something like this, you know how I said the number stays the same without the lines? Still, that means positive, not negative. The opposite of 81, well, negative 81, positive 81. Opposite of 76, negative 76. Now when they get one that, well, I forget how to describe it, but anyways, it should be like, I don't know, entering the challenge zone. So when it says what's the absolute value of 19, it still stays as 19. If it says what's the absolute value of, anyways, so still, it stays the same, the absolute value of minus 32, positive 32. What's this? Don't know how, I'm unsure on how to say this, but I can tell you it's 486. It's not divided, it's not anything. It stays the same, 778. I'm going to give you guys a little while to look at that and get it down. 3, 2, 1. And so it shows you are correct. Speed is not key, but if there is a time limit they want you to get done by, then it's good. But this just shows how long you've been doing it. It doesn't end after a certain time. The opposite of 31, negative 31. It doesn't end after a little bit. It just goes like, you can take, let's put it this way, 24 hours and you will and it will still be going. But got 100% of them right. Now, one thing though, this is just a little example. Let's say you get this, and let's say you just get one wrong for the heck of it. Just go like this a minute. It will say sorry, incorrect. It will show you the correct answer. It will give you the explanation, show what you answered. But you scroll down to here, and it will tell you everything you need to do. Some of this stuff seems a little complicated, but once you get it all down, you click got it. And so that should be and that concludes our math video. Integers are a fun one. I have gotten 100 on all of them. Little gold medal, meaning you do them quick. Well, not quick, but you do a good job. But I really appreciate you guys seeing through this video and watching me help you guys solve some math problems. Well, I think I'm gonna end it here. You guys have been really patient. I really appreciate that. If you're new to my channel, like and subscribe, and stay tuned for some daily math videos and gaming. Thanks guys, and I will see you next math video.